Welcome, everyone, to today's Start with AI episode. I am so excited today to be interviewing my first young person, Miss Ekina, who has built a wonderful brand, as well as her mom, Rochelle Odubella. And we're going to get into telling you a little bit about both of them. So, first, let's start with Miss Ekina since 2022. So that's 3 years, right? Ekina has been creating fun and positive content that brings smiles to faces of people all around the world, sharing her love for toys, which started with Roblox. And many of us know about Roblox. And she found her true passion and an incredible community of persons. And so she started building videos using her love and excitement. She also has a YouTube channel, which she's grown to over 4,800 subscribers. Miss Ekina has more subscribers than me. And she leverages AI, and she actually utilizes a lot of AI tools, including one of my favorites, Opus Pro. And she now has transitioned from her work with Roblox and developing products into creating videos, editing videos, I should say. And she actually has clients, including her parents. And I also want to introduce mom, right? Because parents are really important in terms of shaping our children. And so Rochelle Odubella is a former systems engineer, now turned award winning marketing automation expert. She has over 14 years at companies such as Samsung, Qualcomm, Motorola, and she now helps health professionals and coaches attract consistent, qualified opportunities through smart automation and organic systems. Because of her work, she's been featured on ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC. Sorry. NCB is a company that I used to work for. And so we have two celebrities this morning, Rochelle and Ekina. But on a more serious note, Rochelle is someone driven by purpose after surviving three near death experiences. Rochelle has now dedicated her life to helping others. And a big part of her purpose is she's focused on reaching 100 million people, 100 million people through marketing automation. So let's get into it with our interview of this wonderfully inspiring mother daughter duo. Let's start with Miss Ekina. Please tell us about Ekina, the brand, and what inspired you to start building and creating.
So, what inspired me to start Izakina was first I like playing with toys such as like dolls, and I started by recording some role plays. I was actually inspired by another YouTube channel. I don't know if
Uh-huh.
I'm allowed to say the name, but it's called Come Play With Me. I used to watch those videos when I was younger, and obviously I don't watch it now, but that's what inspired me to start recording role plays. And then I found about Roblox, and I started doing Roblox videos. And Roblox videos is what got me my first 1,000 views on my YouTube channel. So
What?
ever since then, I started to do Roblox content, and I grew my YouTube channel up to nearly 5,000 subscribers, and I'm still doing Roblox videos now.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she crossed 1 million views now.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to give me some tips, Akita.
Okay.
Love that, love that, love that. So tell us, how did you first learn about AI, and how are you leveraging it in your various businesses today?
So the most used editing app or AI tool that some people call it is CapCut. The reason why I really like CapCut is because it's easy to use and it's not complicated in any kind of way. any kind of way. It's just easy, and that's
Yeah.
the editing app I use a lot, not only for clients but my videos too. Another tool that I use is Opus Pro, which is the one I mainly use for my clients because again it's very easy to use and it's not complicated. Another app that I started to learn was After Effects, and
Hmm.
it didn't go that well. But what I feel like one of the other tools that I use that really helped me grow my channel was vidIQ. It gave me
Hmm.
video ideas on what's trending and what would give me the most views, and it did actually work. That's how
Yeah.
I got 3.5k views on one of my videos after getting hundreds of views for
For
a
a while.
while.
Yeah.
Wow. So I've just subscribed to vidIQ. Give me an example of the kind of insights you would look for and how you would turn that into content that generated lots more views.
I don't care.
Give you an example. I think one of the examples I remember when she shows me her videos was the it was like the metrics of the likes. Remember we looked at that? What was that? How many likes other videos get, so that you can then use that in yours. And those other things like the title. So talk about some of the titles it gave you, some of the ideas.
I mean, most of the time I made up my own titles, but I just use the content because the titles sound way too AI.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she said
Ah,
AI. So talk a bit louder.
come on, you're a star. We want to hear your story.
so
So that was vidIQ.
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
So
she was
tell,
saying this. She was saying they sound too AI-like, so she would edit them to make it sound more human, which is what we should be doing. We're not supposed to be copy pasting blindly from AI. So she kind of uses it for inspiration, and then she edits the title to how she would say the words, and it works.
fantastic. And it works. I love that. So, what are some of the things that you've learned since becoming an entrepreneur, Ina? The good things, the not so fun things.
I think okay, but I think something I learned from starting editing videos was maybe
Project management, communication.
I already knew how to communicate with people.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely project management. You think of some more.
I don't know. Like, I don't think I really learned anything since I already knew what to do.
What about money? Like then making money?
That's you can't learn how to.
Well, yeah, I can learn. She
Yeah.
like she work. We work together on the pricing, things like that. So she really is.
Okay.
She's underestimating how much she's been learned, because it's not really, there's not a word she can give it right now. But from my experience, it's been like using Asana, which is a project management tool. She's never. You're not going to learn that in school. No one's going to teach us
Mm-hmm.
project management tools in school. Obviously, I'm not
Yeah,
against school. Obviously, I'm not saying that. But yeah, and the other things is even though she's a good communicator, she has been able to, time management has been good, like prioritizing her time, because she has to work with clients on top of all her schoolwork and her education. So time management is a skill that she's learning.
absolutely. How do you go about finding your clients, Akina?
So
Yes.
I
Events.
yeah, event. I also have a website. Yeah, so yeah, I did go to an event in the UK, and and I had an offer for 30 videos for 30 days,
Wow, wow, wow.
and I think I got 3 clients from that. So the main thing that's got me a lot of clients is going to events.
Okay, I'm need if you could get closer to your mom's mic,
Yeah, yeah. You need to talk
maybe.
Should I
louder.
say it again?
Yeah, talk louder.
Okay, so what gave me the most clients was going to events. So there was an event where, not an event, I mean, I had an offer where I did 30 videos for 30 days, and that's what got me the most clients. I got 3 clients from that, and now I'm working on 2 right now.
Wow. And so what kind of events were these for persons interested in
Yeah, it was
taking a similar approach?
business networking. So I'm part of a business club. So we're part of like a Black business club, and there's some others that we went to in Houston through Alignable. So I would recommend alignable groups and business networking. So the groups that I actually, no other child was there. Annika was on her own at most of these events.
I was just gonna ask
Only
you.
child, but she just blended in. She even played, the little bingo games that you do. You fill out the cards and you go around the room and tick off the questions. I mean, let's say you ask somebody, "Have you met anybody famous?" She went around the room, talked to the business owners on her own with an
Yes,
alignable event, and she just interacted that way. And then at the other one in the UK, that was all business people as well. So the offer really worked. And because I'm a marketer, I obviously helped her with the offer. So
of
she got a heads up
course.
there, head start.
Okay, Mom Rochelle, if you can just let the audience know, because I'm saying I can't wait until my daughter watches this. How old is Ekina?
She is 11 right now.
11. So this doesn't require us being teenagers. We've heard the lessons around creativity, using AI properly, not copying and pasting, networking, creativity. So many gems so far. All right. So, Rochelle, over to you. How do you feel about your daughter's entrepreneurship journey? It's clear that you're very supportive and very involved. Um, what makes this important for you?
Yeah, I think both me and my husband are just so proud of her. We're just very, very proud parents because the way that she picks up, I don't even need to teach any of the tools. This is the thing, Nadine. We
Yeah.
buy the software for her. She logs in and she just figures it out. I don't even have to
Okay.
train. So she's got so good that she's even inspired her younger brother who's 9 and his friend who's also 9. She's actually almost building a whole team. I mean, I've never heard of anyone building a team at 11 years old. I just think it's amazing because people are wondering, how are you doing this? How are you making money? And so I tried to, because I'm part of a lot of groups as well. They're like, I want you to teach my son. I want you to teach my daughter. And I think that is the legacy that we really want to create. That we want people to know that even once you finish school, you're able to generate income because it's not guaranteed in this world that you can get a job at the end of university and all other things because it's so tough right now.
Absolutely.
So being able to inspire our children to know that they can generate revenue for themselves, they don't have to
Hmm.
worry. There's no anxiety. They don't have to wait for somebody to hand them a job. They've created their own job, and I think that's what me and my husband really, strive for, which is why we started business and entrepreneurship in the first place. So,
Okay. Yes, because you've had quite an illustrious corporate career.
yeah,
And I think I know many women like ourselves that have pivoted from corporate into entrepreneurship. But the narrative when we were growing up was study your book, get a good job, and then you'll be fine. And so share with me how you are parenting Ekina in a different way than our parents would have parented us.
yeah, that is a great question, Nadine. It's not been easy at all because my husband's from Nigeria and they are tough when it comes to education. It's like even Caribbean parents. My parents are from the Caribbean,
Yes,
and you are
I'm
told,
from Jamaica. Yeah.
yeah, my mom's from Jamaica. Yay, Jamaica in the house. So, yeah, so it's been hard because we're kind of outside of the matrix, I think, really here because we're not just following. Well, the way we look at it is that we think for ourselves. We don't follow the norm. We're like, okay, what is the best for us and our family? And we knew
Yes.
that this was the direction we wanted to go in because I've been there. Even though I had a degree in electronic engineering, I lost my job in 2 years. Less than 2 years, they laid us off. So it's like,
Mhm.
okay, and back then I was 21. So I'm like, okay, I have no job now. So I did get another job straight away, but it wasn't easy for everybody. So I think I'm going back to your question, which I've now forgotten. Could you say it
How
again
are
for
you
me?
parenting in
Yeah.
differently than our parents did?
Yeah, so how we've done it differently is that we definitely promote education because we don't want them to think that, okay, I don't need to learn anything. I'm making some money because I do believe that going to university is a good learning experience. It does teach a lot of valuable lessons. However, you just got to be smart about it because there's so much peer pressure out there. So we're encouraging them to do their do their studies, but at the same time build generate income from something you love doing, which in Kina's
Mm-hmm.
case is videos and creating videos and editing. She even knows what she doesn't want to do, like social media management. Nope, that Akina does not want to do that. So it's helping her know what does she want, what does she like, and what does she dislike, so that she can make her own decisions when she's older on where she wants to take the business, because she might pivot into something else, and we'll be
Right.
100% behind her on that. So
Okay.
just flexibility and and generational wealth.
Yes. And you two have been generational wealth as hold space for that. Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'd love to hear about your own journey with AI and how what brought that about, how that's been going, and what are some of your thoughts about AI?
Oh wow, this is a big question. I fully embraced AI. As soon as ChatGPT came out, end of November 2022, I was on it. However, there's so many tools out there, so it's very easy for someone like me to get lost in software because of my background. So I was just going from tool to tool, and I thought, okay, I need to hone in on the ones that are actually going to make an impact and actually going to help my clients. So what I did, I focused on AI lead generation and AI follow up, because as a marketing automation expert, that's what I do. I use Facebook ads, use organic strategies, and I wanted a way to help my clients improve on their follow up. So I specifically wanted to master AI agents and also chatbots, so that even when somebody messages you on Instagram or Facebook Messenger, you're right there. You don't wait 3 days because you have to wait manually. Because that was my biggest pain point. Following up was not my strength. So I made sure
Right.
I fixed that and then fixed that for my clients. So we really did focus in on just 2 or 3 tools and then generated income from that, rather than jumping from all the hundreds of tools out there.
And what are your favorite tools right now?
Oh, that's it. So I've actually got a license. So I've rebranded a AI agent. So that's Follow Up Freedom AI. That's one. That's our AI agent that does follow up. And then in terms of learning models like LLMs, I do LLMs like ChatGPT. I do love
Mm-hmm.
Claude a lot more for sales copy. So I love Claude. I do like ChatGPT for the custom GPTs, but Claude is my favorite for like long form sales page copy. I think it's done a better job in terms of just it just it just seems to get me more quick a lot quicker. So I've
Yeah.
moved over to Claude projects now, and then the other
Yes.
tool is that AI lead generator software that we have called Lanark Leads AI, and that one is an AI lead generation tool that uses auto email follow up and LinkedIn outreach as well inside one tool. So that it's a credit based system, so you can just get credits. You can get 100 potential clients from LinkedIn, potential contacts, I should say, and then turn them into leads and book calls. So those are my two favorites.
So you've built this agentic tool?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So I basically partnered with the company, and then we basically we have a resale license to rebrand it, and then I use that for my clients as well. It's been a great lead magnet for me because I give away like 100 free credits or 20 to 100 free credits for anybody that becomes a client, and then they then, because it's an amazing tool in itself, it's then been a great
Yes.
way to then upsell other services. So it's been great for me in that sense. And obviously Opus, that my daughter uses, and we use. I've got too many to mention, to be honest. But Opus for her, obviously for Akina,
Right.
and then and now Sora, what's it called? No, Suno as well.
Oh yeah,
Suno.
that's my favorite.
Yeah, we forgot to mention Suno because she likes writing songs. So she's actually gone into um, AI clone, AI video, and AI music. AI music first, and now we're doing AI cloning as well.
Nice. Tell us more about that, Ekina. You said Suno is your favorite?
Yes. So basically, what Suno does is that you put lyrics into the lyrics box or whatever.
Let's hear more of you. Closer to the mic, my darling.
So
Yay!
what
That's it.
what Suno does is that you put lyrics in and you give it a style. And
Yes.
since I have the pro version, I can change like the weirdness and the style influence. So basically, you can say what style you want and what you want the music to be. So after you do that, you let it generate a song and you listen to it. Sometimes it turns out good, sometimes it doesn't. But what I really like about Suno is that you don't have to go to a studio to record something. You can just do it from wherever you are in the world.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And are you incorporating these songs into your videos or just doing it for fun?
Just doing it for fun.
All
That'd be
right.
the next step. She just,
That'll be the next
yeah,
step.
because she even
Tell us.
she created a little Christmas video that we were going to use for a client, but we didn't end up using it in the end because we were like, that doesn't fit. So she's trying different things for the holiday season as well.
Okay. And you in our conversations, you also mentioned K-pop,
Oh, the K-pop videos, yeah, the
which
dancing
my
videos.
daughters love that. All things Korean. I'm amazed at how much the culture has become a global influence, and I absolutely love it. Tell us a little bit more about that.
About the music, the groups, or
The content you create with the
content I
K-pop
create. So
influence.
Yes, the
there's
content.
a game on Roblox called RH Dance Studio. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I'm
Say
guessing
it again.
RH Dance Studio.
RH Dance Studio. Okay.
So basically, the developers of the game they make dances for not just K-pop songs, but well, mostly K-pop, but other songs too. And that's what I use in my videos, and it gets thousands of views, which is good. That's basically what I use.
Yeah.
That's basically what I use for my videos right now.
Okay, fantastic. And um, in terms of earning money, this is quite empowering for a young person. How does it feel to earn money versus getting an allowance?
It makes you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got her own debit card now and everything. So I, 'cause when well, in the UK, you can get one. In the US, I think you have to be a bit older. I think you have to be 13 or so. But there might be some,
I
you might
see.
be able to get a trust account. But anyway, let's not go into finance. But anyway, but yeah. So what I transfer the money into her account so that she's now learning how to manage her own money. And then when we travel to because we're kind of in UK and US at the moment, I then give her cash so that she has handled manages her own money in cash as well. So it's been great to teach her about different currencies as well because obviously in
That's right.
America it's like dollars and UK is pounds, so she knows both now and stuff. So we shouldn't take that for granted because
No,
it's
no.
hard when you go to another country and haven't got a clue what the money is. And I'm sat there, what's this, please? What's this? It's so funny.
Akita is laughing.
Yeah, we're well traveled now, so she knows all about the. Actually, we still don't really know, do we? We're like, is it?
I don't know the coins.
Yeah, we don't know the coins. Dollar bills, yeah, is mostly what we're familiar with. But the coins were like, we sometimes ask the person, what's this, please?
At school, I learned about the American currency, and
Yeah,
it was not good.
Okay.
So
It
confusing,
was
especially with the names and the sizes. And I just don't like
yeah,
it.
it's funny. But yeah, she's
um
learning how to manage money and
well,
how to spend. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
I love that. No, well versed, and soon you'll probably learn about Korean currency too. I'm speaking it into being for you, Ekina,
That's
because you're
great.
doing these videos.
Yeah, we never know. We might pay a trip to Korea one day. Never been.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So, Mom, Rochelle, many parents are freaked out about AI and Roblox.
Yeah.
Um, Talk to us a little bit about online safety, AI safety. You, what are your recommendations and tips for protecting our children while also enabling them to participate in this space, which is not going anywhere. We're in the age of AI.
Yeah. No, that's a great question. So, my husband's an IT specialist. So, what he did, we've got two apps called Family Safety and Family Link. So, what that does, it monitors all the websites that are going on, and it sends us a report every week that tells us we quickly look to see, okay, my son's been on this, the daughter's been on this. They don't like it because sometimes when they try to download something, it sends us an email to say Ekina's tried to download this or Ekina tried to access this, and it can be a bit restrictive. I want to. I'd rather have the restrictions than take the risk of them going onto things that they shouldn't be looking at. And then we also have timers. So within the apps, especially family, I get them mixed up. Family safety is for the computer on their Windows machine. So we put timers so they can only access Roblox for a certain amount of time per day. Then so they use that. She mainly uses that time to do her video recordings and editing anyway. And then she doesn't really play that much anymore. She's mainly creating than playing now. So she's normally recording her screen to do her videos, and then she uploads them to YouTube. And then,
Okay.
so those are the mainly ways using apps to monitor their usage. And then even within the game of Roblox, that's been more challenging because they
Mm.
can add friends. Like my son has like got these 100 friends. We're like, where do you get these 100 friends from? So we do have to monitor that where they cannot um, allow anyone outside of the people we actually know to contact them.
Mhm.
So there is, I think they took it off, then they put it back. They keep changing the security, but I believe now we can block people from adding them as a friend. So
Okay.
we know who's in their circles.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go on.
I say in my Discord server, there's these there's these I don't know what you call them, but there's these Discord accounts going on joining my server and spamming these pictures of scam stuff.
Really?
Yeah, in my channel, so I have to keep going in and banning them. So one thing I definitely say when you own something online is to make sure you have good security. Because I have moderators that moderate the server, so if anything dodgy is going on, then they'll take action.
That's a good one.
Hmm.
Different
That's a
time zones.
great one.
Yeah.
So let's transition to that because Akina, you also manage communities, which is a very powerful platform in today's day and age. I mean, I was reading about a company, Peloton,
Hmm.
that they transitioned their strategy from being about the bike to, and when they had communities, that's how they were able to make the product sticky and stem some of the losses. So tell us how you got into creating communities. Tell us a little bit about the communities. And then now with the moderators, are those individuals or are those kind of moderator bots?
Okay, so I'll start with the second question, but the moderators are not bots.
Okay.
They're real people. So they actually go and apply for the role. So there's
Yeah, she's a recruiter now as well.
trial
So
mod-
you're an employer, Miss Akina.
so there's
Love it.
Yeah, she just created a Google form. I'll let you finish.
trial moderator. So they're on trial to whether they become an official moderator or not. And there's moderator, head moderator, and then trial admin, and coroner.
Wow, that's so fantastic and inspiring. In addition to being an entrepreneur, you are also learning how to employ and work with persons as well.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
even. I'm not even involved in this, to be honest. I've seen the form that she created, and that's about it. But
yes.
yeah,
So tell us about the Discord communities and how that evolved.
So my server actually first started with Roblox, specifically
Okay.
a game called Just to Impress. But that changed now, and it's just now like a social server where people can talk to each other, participate in activities and things. And that's basically how it started because I really wanted to have something where I could talk to people that actually had the same interests as me. Then I found about Discord. I don't know how I did, but then yeah, I found out about servers and what each. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I think it's genre.
Yeah,
Yeah,
genre.
genre.
Yeah, and I just started joining servers that have the same topic that I like, and then I decided I wanted to create one too. It started off very small, and not that many people were joining. I think I had one server, then a second one, then a third one, then I deleted it, and I made another one. So right now I only have one because I sold or
You
sold.
sold it.
Yeah,
You sold it.
yeah, but because it was inactive, and I'm focusing on the server that's active right now.
So you sold it and got paid? Tell us about the one that's active now.
So
How many persons are in the community? Are the what's the genre?
the genre is like social and also
Okay,
Roblox, and I have 500 members in the server.
that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Congrats. And so as you think about your future, Ekina, and I don't like to ask the question, what do you want to do when you grow up? Because the world is so dynamic these days. But you have had quite a journey since 2022 when you were developing products, right? We didn't touch much into that, but you were
Um,
actually,
oh, the
you
merch.
were,
That wasn't
yeah,
actually.
tell us,
Yeah, it's not just it.
forgive me, I interrupted. Tell everyone how this started.
Yeah,
The
the merch
match.
store. Yeah, the merch store.
And so when I grew my YouTube channel, I also forgot to mention about TikTok.
Yeah, she's on
Tell
TikTok.
us.
Yeah, so when I grew my social media accounts, I decided I wanted to make merch for my friends. Other YouTubers have been doing it too, so I decided that I wanted to do it as well. So I use Shopify and Printify for my website and designs,
Mm-hmm.
and I also have a jumper, but I don't know
Yeah, I
what
can
this.
bring it. I can get it.
Yes, I want to see it.
Yeah, you keep talking. I'll get it. You keep talking.
Yeah, so I have a jumper, I have a phone case, I have stickers, I have t-shirts, and that's about it.
That's a lot. That's a lot more than I have, Ekina. So that's fantastic. What inspired the merch, the decision to make merch?
I just saw other people do it, and then I decided
Yeah,
I wanted to as well.
and you're making it directly on the Printify platform. What are you using to do your designs?
Forgot which one it was, but I think it was Shopify.
No, you
Ah,
can design on.
let's see that, mom. Ah, keep smiling. How positive is that?
That's the front. It's Ekina.
It's Ekina. Oh,
That's just one of
that's
them. For the
lovely.
design.
By the way, we're going to drop all these links into the chat. All of Ekina's links, all of mom's links. I'm totally interested in the automation platform, the safety links as well. And so we're going to drop all of those into the comments. So parents and other kids will have them. But yeah, that's really exciting. So there's been Roblox, there's been the YouTube channel. You were just gonna talk about TikTok. There's been merch. There's been TikTok. Tell us about TikTok.
Kind of the same as my YouTube channel. So it's kind of the same as my YouTube channel, but just on a different platform. Sometimes I do post different videos because it's easier to post on TikTok than YouTube.
Hmm.
I almost have 1,000 followers. I have 729 followers on TikTok, and I have ten.
More than me.
And I have ten
More
thousand
than
eight
me.
hundred likes altogether on my video. Altogether on my videos.
Okay. So we have TikTok, we have Discord, we have Roblox, we have merch, we have YouTube. You are quite the multi hyphenate, Miss Ekina, and so I definitely applaud you. For an 11-year-old, this is absolutely fantastic. What's some of the advice that you would give to other young people your age?
Advice. Hmm. I think something I give to other people to help them grow their social media platforms is to make sure you have like this one thing that you're going to post about. So you don't want to do Roblox, and you also want to do Minecraft, and you also want to do, I don't know, in-real vlogs or something.
Mario, and then
Yeah, and vlogs,
Sonic, and
because then your subscribers will be like, well, I don't know, I like this, but I don't like this, and
Ah,
make sure you focus on one thing and not so many, because it will make people unsubscribe or unfollow you because you don't have the content that they like. So I try just make sure that you have a target audience.
yeah.
that's great advice. I need to take it as well. And Rochelle, what advice would you give to parents who are raising entrepreneurs in the age of AI?
Yeah, the advice I would give is help. Don't underestimate how clever our children are. I mean, sometimes we think, oh, they're too young for this, too young for that, and I'm not saying to give them access to things they're not supposed to access, but if you work together, because it's a partnership, she's not on her own in this. Me and my husband, and we all monitor what's going out before it goes on YouTube. So you have to play that part in their passion. So yes, Roblox has been unsafe for many children, and children have gone down the wrong path, or they're addicted, or they end up meeting people they shouldn't. But that's because the parents were not involved. So
Yeah,
the advice is you have to be involved in what they're doing every almost every day, and it takes time. It does, but if you make the time, you can monitor it. Like even with the Discord, I have access to everything because it's just a way for me to make sure that she's safe and that there's not any messages that are being said that there shouldn't. So I actively check it, and she knows that. And because she's got nothing to hide as well, it's just a beautiful collaboration because she has her boundaries. She's very mature for her age anyway. So I don't have to. Sometimes I don't even have to because I know she's mature. But because of peer pressure, I do have to monitor what's going on because yeah, it just has to be. So it is a partnership. She's not on her own, and so she has her parents behind her. So my advice is to get involved in what they're doing more because especially if they're at school 8 hours a day or 7 hours a day, and then it's a lot of time because then they might come home, there's homework, there's all these other things. So it's just about setting that time aside to support their passion that they can then later develop into a business. Because we never even envisioned editing, growing a YouTube channel will turn into offering video services. But because she got
yes.
so good at it, video editing, that's how it became a business. So if you do embrace your child's passion, you just never know what door it will open for them in the future.
I love that. And one of the things you touched on was balancing school and entrepreneurship. Many young people balance school and extracurriculars. I'd love to hear from Ekina. How do you balance school and entrepreneurship? What are the tips that you have?
Well, I'll definitely say it's not easy to balance school and work, because if you have so many clients, if you have a team, it's not going to be as hard. But if you don't have a team, you're doing everything by yourself, and you have a ton of clients, it's going to be very hard to balance school and video editing. So maybe the advice that I give to people who are kind of doing the same thing to me is to make sure you set a time to do things. For example, let's say 11 o'clock to 2 p.m. you do your work, and then maybe 5 o'clock to 7 p.m. I mean, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. you do client work. So you make sure you have a break, and you also have time to do things properly.
Yeah. But just to mention, Nadine, that we did decide to home educate. Well, we call it World School, our children. So that has made it a lot easier to balance because she can finish most of the work, her maths, English, science, but mainly maths and English we focus on at home, and then we do classes as well. So she can finish
Mm-hmm.
that in like 2 hours, and she's done for the day. Which is that not everybody has that flexibility, but you can.
Right.
So that has made it easier because then when they were at school, I don't think you could get any much done with with videos, did you? It was a lot
No,
harder.
because especially in the American school,
Yeah, in American
so
school it was
much homework,
hard.
so much homework.
Yeah, homework, you say.
Homework, homework,
And if
homework.
you have the opportunity to home educate, you think about it, I would highly encourage it. I mean, it has been very difficult, especially with the with my son who's very distracted at home. So we have a
Yes.
balance of classes outside and then we do some inside as well. So that's been fantastic to kind of make sure that they have a tutor. But again, this is all based on your own circumstances. Not everybody can do this, but you can make it work for yourself if you have the opportunity. If you're both already full-time entrepreneurs and you're already at home, it could be
Yes.
a natural transition. And a lot of I'm in communities of 10, 15,000 people on Facebook who are home educating. I was blown away. I didn't expect to see such big communities of home educators around the world. And I'm like, wow, this is a whole
Wow.
movement. So we joined the movement, Nadine, and we've not looked back because
Not looking back.
we love to
I
travel. We love to travel.
love this concept of world school.
Yeah, we'll see.
Love, love, love that. And it's happening both in terms of the actual school environment, but you mentioned going back and forth between the UK and the US, and simple things like figuring out the currency. We may take that for granted, but Ekina and your son are getting a fantastic global
Yeah,
education. And so I applaud that as well. Very inspiring.
thank you.
So as we close this very, very inspiring conversation, thank you, Ekina and Rochelle. I'd just like to invite you to share one quote or affirmation or word of encouragement for the audience that is tuning in.
Now, my quote is to never give up. Because there's so many times where I just wanted to give up and stop what I'm doing, but I didn't because I always kept this thing in my head where whatever happens, about whatever happens, is going to work out. For example, one time where I was stuck at 2,000 subscribers forever, and I almost felt like maybe I should just stop posting, but I didn't. And then that's how I got more subscribers and more views on my videos.
Fantastic. I love that. Never give up. And Rochelle?
Yeah, I've got so many, but one that came to my mind is that we're not here to just make an income, but also make an impact. So I like to put income and impact together because if you are generating the income, it allows you to have that impact on your family and others that are following you as well. So income and impact.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much, ladies. This has been a wonderful interview. So many gems and resources and links to drop in the comments for my audience. Ekina, I will be following your tips as I grow my YouTube and TikTok channel as well. Income and impact. Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you, ladies, and wishing you continued success and abundance.
Thank you so much for having us, Nadine. It's been a pleasure.
Cheers.